Hello, engineers, and welcome to another episode of One Day at a Time, a Space Engineers Survival playthrough. I have to make an apology. I made a recording error on my last playthrough. Thought I was recording, but I wasn't. And I did not document the capture of the ship you see just parked to the left of us. That is an Ember, I think it's called an Cascadia torpedo frigate. Anyway, I was doing some reconfiguring of some items in the back, which you might be able to tell the back of the ship looks different. When this ship came by, and I thought, you know what? I've got this jetpack inhibitor nullifier thing going on in my suit upgrade. I want to go see if I can do anything with these guys. And so I thought I started recording, and I went after it and got on board. Easier than I thought. I got to approach it from the back, but you got to be quick. Get in there and dampen. But got inside, set everything up, got the hacking computer down, and went through the whole thing. Got to the point where the only thing left to hack was... the only thing left in order to capture it were the turrets. I had already taken care of the big turrets, and I had to go after the Gatlins. The Gatlins are in a kind of precarious place, so I was working my way around, and I got shot by one of them, and I killed, so I went back, and I was able to get those turrets captured and brought back the ship. Went to stop recording and realized that I had not been recording. So I'm going to apologize for not having caught that capture on tape. Real quick, I know we've been on the screen for a bit, but I want things that I want to try to get done this episode. So much that I'm kind of expanding the recording because it may take time, and my recent edits have brought large amounts of time down to what I would say are shorter than usual episodes. So my plan for this Ember ship that we've captured is to actually attach it to Shepherd's Pride. And the reason I want to do that is because it has, besides the turrets, which will be additional offensive and defensive capability for us, it also has railguns. It also has a printer to print gravity drive torpedoes. I've never used those before. I don't know how they work. I don't know if they're worth it or not, but I think having some forward-facing railguns would be good for us. So that's my plan. So I want to attach it to the ship. We're going to have to make sure that everything is piped correctly, and then go from there. I'm thinking at the top we may have to relocate one of those front turrets. We'll see, but that's the plan. We also, before I signed off during the last session, a parallax shadow has come into range. It is unaccompanied, to the best of my knowledge, and it is getting closer to us. So I want to go ahead and try to grab that shadow to get another research point. We got one off the ship, and we're going to try to get another one. We're probably going to be jumping into the capture of the shadow first because we don't want it to go away. And then after that, come back. I can kind of show you some of the stuff I was doing off camera before the Ember ship showed up, and then we'll go over the Ember ship and my plan for attaching it and hopefully get it attached. So that's the plan, guys. Thanks for checking out the video, and wish us luck. Let's get going. I don't think I need the hacking chip for a shadow. I think we've done shadows enough that the hacking is not going to be that much of a benefit. Get right in here, start working on this. This will let us know if we've got, well, seeing I'm seeing smoke, but I can't tell what it's from. So far, we are killing it. Let's take care of this.
Inventory is full.
It's
Maybe
back.
consider
Okay.
changing game setting.
This is the block, if I remember correctly. Oh shoot, we're out of power. Oh crap, that is not good. That's not good at all.
Do you see that small, thin, red line in the bottom left?
Engineer, the
Dadgummit.
medical bay is not to be used as a teleporter.
Represents
I can approach from the top now. I have to get in there to make this seat. That's the problem. Oh, it's right here on top, too. I could have gotten rid of it. Shoot. We'll get this, and then we'll go in and get the, get my body. 77, we're good.
no matter how hard you push, that will never fit.
Gee, come on. There. Five. So get this, we'll be fine. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a quick charge. Okay. One. Put this back in here. Already put that in here, if I'm correct, right? Yeah. Okay, this is next.
You seem to be overloaded. Have you considered our inventory DLC?
Okay, do I want to do this way? Yeah, we'll do it this way. Let's go and grab our research point since we're here, right? Did I get a point? I think I did. I'm not sure. We are still going to have to get the... No one. Nice. Okay. Good. Oh, wrong way. Put the door closed the other way. Okay. Ooh, I almost got the whole thing. That was not what I wanted. Okay. There. There. I don't know what it is. It's smoking. I don't know what. Makes no sense to me. And lastly, we have the turrets on the outside. What is that? Is that something smoking down there? I have not been able to figure out what that is. I've seen that in other playthroughs, and I don't know what it is. Okay. Oops. Oh well. Not worried about it. And we'll go around the other side. Take care of this. All right. And lastly, we got the 2 in the back. All right. See which way this guy's facing, and then we'll hit him appropriately. Could drop him. Yeah, we'll drop him. Never thought about doing that before. I probably would have made it getting these guys easier, because I know I've died before trying to get these last 2. Okay. All right. Let's see. We've got... Let me jump in here, and we'll take control of this bad boy. Alright, we got ourselves a shadow, guys. Good stuff. We just got to fix this. It's going to be 8. There we go. This is 3. I think this is it. I can't remember. Here we go. All right. We are fully repaired. The only thing we don't have are the... Ooh, got this little guy right here. We do not have the interior turrets that were on the bottom. I'm not too concerned about that. Once that door is shut, we can now go in and find out just what, if any, loot we've got here. Do I have anything in? Oh, put that away. All right. It's pretty quick. I don't know if that's the fastest I've ever grabbed one, but that was pretty quick. Let's go ahead and get... I'm going to go ahead and set up the toolbar, and then we'll check the inventory. All right, let's see. First of all, what we got here is energy transporter. It's a bunch of batteries. So, all right. Drill hammer, jetpack nullifier. This is the stuff I dumped in there. There should have been not bad on the ore front. That's pretty good. Pretty good. And of course we got our uranium there. Not bad. Not bad. Would have been nice to have a rapid fire pistol. But not bad. Shadow did not disappoint once again. Let's see. Don't really have any plans to integrate anything from the Shadow into our ship, but I do want to sell this ship. Ah, that's our jump drive inhibitor base right there. Jerk. Yeah. At least now we know. Let's see, something's smoking. I don't know what's smoking. Something is smoking. We're gonna leave the shadow here for right now. There's no connector on a shadow, so we won't. There won't be an easy way to transfer its contents over unless we add it. Where does it keep going? It goes up and then it goes down. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Shouldn't be. Okay. It's alright. Good collection so far. Like I said, we'll be selling this. We'll just take the stuff off of it first. Alright, so real quick. I'll try to be quick. You know how I am. I relocated the Atlas down here. I just was not comfortable with its location and position underneath there. I felt like it is something that should, like a drop ship, should be underneath facing the direction, whatnot. So I started this, extending the flight deck back here. We have to take, or I have to rearrange these panels here. In order to get a mirror image on this side, I took the antenna that was right here, and we relocated it using a compact antenna down here. So that is what is down here now. The Atlas is in good shape. I did change the rocket launcher that we had here to an autocannon turret. That may be a temporary thing, but the rocket launcher one was positioned a little bit further forward, one block forward, which made this connection, I'm going to say destructive. Actually, I had to do some pretty major repairs to the Atlas after we'll call it a catastrophic connector collision. That's why I was in creative mode. I also took the Sunfire off of the side of the ship. I'm running split connectors here, so you can see split connectors, and we've got the Sunfire there so that it can be sold once we've found a nearby Trade Operators Coalition station. Said this will be extended out and adapted, and I'll blend these sides in more so that it extends the flight deck out more, kind of in line with what we've currently got the rest of the ship. So, but that will be our dropship location. Hopefully this hangar, or this flight deck, will allow me to extend this hangar out and make a larger storage area for Vectorum loot that we pick up. So that's the plan. But as far as this guy, okay, the Arceus Arceus, I think that's what it's called. The Arceus Torpedo Corvette Mark III. There's no connector on this also. I've turned the projectors on so that you can see what the torpedoes would look like, and they are full of warheads. And again, they're gravity driven. There's no directional anything here. So these are a fire and forget, shoot it forward and let them go. Now, this is before they installed these railguns. So right now, we can't make these, to my knowledge. I don't think we can make these. We may experiment with that and try it, but anyway, these are the torpedoes that it makes. And again, I don't know if it's going to work with these railguns the way they are, because these, what's the best way to put it? The railgun is taking the place of a lot of the conveying that I think was involved in making these. Like, you can't get parts to this welder to do this part of the torpedo. So, we may have to move these guns. Or we might just say, hey, we're not going to do this anymore. We're not going to do that. Although that's kind of neat, you know, to have that. So, I went ahead and turned those projectors for those torpedoes on so that we could see them. But, again, no connector on this. So my thought is, again, from the bottom, we add that. The ship, like this, would kind of be integrated into the top here of the ship. We would have the additional turrets that are on board, which is all fine and good. We would have the additional thrust, and if we stick with the current design as is, we would have 2 forward-facing railguns, which would give us some point and shoot fire capability. But it might require removing something. So, but I think this is probably the best place to proceed with melding that into the ship. To do that, I am probably going to have to get rid of the lower turrets. Again, this was a pretty easy ship to capture, of course, once I had once you get in, because it's just this guy. It's just an AI control module. So, but this area can be cleared out. We can actually use this space, because this won't be an active bridge anymore. This would just be a open space. Let's see the communication records. Chief Security Officer Lars Turner. This is to manufacturing facilities, cyber attacks. Head communications engineer in the main drone reports that there have been an increased number of cyber attacks in recent months. They suspect the would-be infiltrators are trying to gain access to designs and fabrication methods. This may be the work of one of the various power factions, or maybe even an in-kind group trying to steal and counterfeit our designs. Authorized to increase armed support near the targeted facility. Because these attackers would need to be within the proximity of the facility, it shouldn't be hard to locate them once they've begun another infiltration tip. Of course, there is no GPS marker. I would like to know where this facility is. think that is why we stopped here. This was the civilian signal. Yeah, this is the civilian signal area. This is where we stopped when all this was going on. And I honestly can't recall if the civilian signal was in the last episode. The civilian signal, just in case. The civilian signal was one that we saw recently in oh, it's in our Let's Make Contact series. It's a buoy with an old drone and an unowned shuttle. It's actually a pretty cool little shuttle, but it's just a shuttle. Like, all we had to do is get inside. We didn't even have to grind anything on it. Just get inside, take ownership of it. That was it. And what I did with that is I brought that in, and I just, because it has a rear facing connector, I attached it to the opposite connector on our little tug here. So it is right here. Like I said, it's not damaged at all. It comes just like this. It's just an easy acquisition. There's another parallax shadow. My goodness. They're like begging me. They're begging me to take their stuff. It's terrible. Okay. Sky Heart, not Sky Fire. I don't remember what I was calling it. Anyway, so that is the shuttle from our civilian signal. Yeah, I mean, there's just... Oh, they're begging for it. Okay. We need to get up here, though. We're doing 41 minutes already. Alright, so I'm going to move this over Shepherd's Pride to get an idea of how large, or, you know, how it's going to look and position over the ship. It's definitely going to change our profile some. And we may have to get rid of, I mean, we could technically get rid of those two front turrets. I thought about originally trying to put it underneath here, but that forward facing, the reverse hydrogen thruster on the front of this Shepherd's Pride, I don't want to try to move that. Technically, we could separate the nacelles and put them on each side, but they would have to be put in such a way that they don't get damaged. So there should be no conveying at all from this point straight back. See, that should not be conveying there. Nope, that's a light armor block. So with the exceptions of these artillery turrets, like this line, yeah, see, this is the only place where I think there is conveyor access. So if we were to remove these, I'm not even gonna think about that. So if we were to take, are these all? Okay, so these four are artillery, and then the two up front here are the assault cannons. Okay. Listen, okay, so I know what I'm looking at now. All right. Yeah. So we could technically, remove these nacelles here. There shouldn't be any conveying going to them at all. They should just be, I'm going to say, batteries and ions. And we could take those and attach those perhaps down here. That's a big nacelle. I don't know if that's going to work. We could flank, I mean, we could put one nacelle on each side of the forward bridge area here. And then perhaps, how many block space do I here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. How tall is this thing? I'm not going to count these top blocks because they can be easily removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're one block too tall, unless I made a change to the design of the bridge, which is not completely It's not completely ridiculous. It just seems like it would look kind of weird with that big bulbous looking ship. I mean, these nacelles may thin down a lot, you know? I mean, we could, like, reduce them down. Like, get all the extra, like, this layer here only holds decoys. Like, we can move those, get rid of that line, and that will thin that particular nacelle up. And when you lose this line here, that would actually make it, what is that, 6 blocks wide versus 8 blocks wide? Nope. Oh, that's right. Yeah, 6 blocks versus 8. It might not be that bad. We can thin it down so it wouldn't look so big. But we've got so much downward thrust that I don't have a place really to put anything down here. I don't want to lose my hanger access too. So the nacelles would have to be below. Have to be below. How tall are those? Can I get rid of the bottom ones here, this bottom line? Can, because the thrusters come right to it. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall. The thrust of this goes, there we go. That is 2 blocks wide. Yeah, that's 2 blocks wide. So it would have to sit below that column. It could fit higher. That would block some of these styling cues. But it would work. God, I wish I could ask you guys, like, real time. See, there's another one right there. I think I'm already having trouble figuring out what to do with one. It's like, how would I try to figure out two? I think in the meantime, might want to take this building project to a different location. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this because we are definitely not going to be using this either way. And if I'm going to add a temporary connector, which is what I'm thinking about right here, so that we can attach this thing to the side. Okay, so I have an idea. If we take out this AI control module, and then we take this out.
Warning. Please check your
Dang it,
entry
not what I
for
wanted.
extraneous tools.
So this is that's 2 blocks over. 1, 2. Okay. I think that might make me feel a little bit more comfortable where that is. So, do this. Did not get that block. I don't know why I didn't do that. That's crap. And then I'm going to need a full fan conveyor. I'm going to do another one. And then we're going to do a connector. And hopefully that will work. Alright, so we'll put the fan up here. So I want that. There. 8. We're going to try this on this side. And we're going to temporarily place this there. Alright, 9. going to turn off our dampeners, and we are at least partially set up here. And I'm pretty sure that that is not going to get damaged. Yeah, we should be, we're far enough away here. The turrets are out of the way. Hopefully we don't run into anything and find out these turrets shoot through these guys. So like I said, that is 100% temporary. Cannot do that. I cannot let myself do that. Now here's the other one. Let's see. I think as a temporary solution, we can add, we'll add a connector to the bottom of one of those hydrogen thrusters. Let's put it on the port side. And that should put us more than enough forward. I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. So let's do that. Okay. So this will be an interesting setup. We'll see how this works. There we go. Yeah, that should be good. I wonder if this means I can transfer all this stuff. I might be able to. Oh, we got that on there. I almost totally forgot about that. We were able to offload that stuff, which is great. I should use that connector location in our previous iterations. Alright. Ugh. Alright. Let's go ahead and shut that. Now this stuff is good. Let me go ahead and I'm going to go and close this. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to travel back toward the trade station that we are familiar with. And from there, I can start working this out. I don't see why anything would be getting cooked right now. Jump drive. Like that. We are jump drive inhibited again. So we're going to get over here to trade station. I'll grab everything off of the shadow and drain the hydrogen tanks. I'm really starting to look forward to getting the Factorum gyros, because if our ship can end up with the added maneuverability along with the improved stuff we've got, I think that's going to be just awesome. Alright guys, we are looking at the time I got left today. We're going to go ahead and stop this recording session, and we will pick this back up tomorrow morning. And the plan is we're going to transfer everything off the shadow that we want, sell the shadow. We should be able to buy another suit upgrade. If not, I don't know, maybe two. We'll see. I forget, I don't know how many points we got now. We'll take a look at that, and then I need to, again, I need to figure out if we want to try to take these nacelles off of the Ember ship. That's what we're going to be looking at. I will see you guys tomorrow. Be sure to come back. All right, everybody, jumping back in real quick. I've got a few minutes. Let's see if I can go ahead and empty out the Shadow, and we'll go ahead and sell it and get whatever suit upgrade we can. One more set of rockets, and we should be able to sell this. What do we got? An Egon torpedo frigate Mark II. All right. I'm going to disconnect this now. Okay. Let me use this. 402. Pulse it. Okay. And let's see what we can do. Scrap purchasing. Shadow. 39,129. 39 million. Let's see what the Corvette goes for. Whoa. Wow. It's almost $1 billion. That's right, Shepherd's Pride. Big time. Big time. Skyheart. We can sell Skyheart. That's right, we can sell the Skyheart. I need to make sure that it's empty before I do that, though. We're going to sell that. Yep. Okay. Let's see. We need to... Now we need to check our suits. Okay, so... Let's see. So, jetpack inhibitor, we have 1. We've got 3 points. So we could buy level 2 jetpack inhibitor. Personnel inhibitor. We've got level 1. We could get level 2 of that. Anti-energy inhibitor. We've got level 1 of that. We could get level 2. Damage reduction. We have 2 levels of damage reduction. See, I feel like this might be the way to go. Alright, that's what we're going to do. Okay, nice. Alright, so we are out of points. So we'll have to hunt some more points. Let's take a look at that frigate real quick. It's pretty cool looking. Again, another torpedo with the rocket launchers on that. Oh, I bet that's brutal. It's got artillery guns too, as well as turrets. Artillery turrets, Gatling turrets. Getting in there is not going to be easy at all. That one's going to be tough. But we won't be messing with them today. Let's check our Skyheart out. I don't think there's anything in here, but I just want to make sure we are empty. Rocket launcher, that's it. Okay. And we know That is 2 loads. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to unlock the landing gear. I don't want anything stupid happening. 6. Disconnect. We're going to get out and sell the Skyheart. I don't suspect the Skyheart's really going to give us anything other than a little bit. 66 million. It actually gave us more. That is so weird. It gave us more. That's ridiculous. Oh, there we go. Okay. That is going to do a couple of things. That is going to empty our landing pad. No, our landing pad. I'm not going to get rid of the shuttle just yet. We'll hold on to the shuttle for a little bit. But now we just need to figure out what we're going to do with this. Alright. We did pretty good there though. We got ourselves almost 100 million. A little over 100 million. So now we just got to collect some more research points. Keep collecting our Factorum loot. We'll probably wait for our next unidentified signal. Hopefully be a little bit closer. Otherwise, unfortunately, we are within range of these silly, I say silly, they're more than silly, they are not good for us. The jump drive inhibitors from Wayland are not helping us right now because we can't charge our stuff. See, this is what I'm let's see. Have that there. That should lead up to the launcher, if I'm correct. That should lead up to... Oh, we've got 2. Okay, so there's an artillery and an assault cannon up there. I can actually, if we take those out, we can actually mount that whole thing right on top. And I think we would have enough room inside. We would be getting rid of a lot of this upper roof. Because this is 2 blocks right there, including the windows. But we also know that there should be a conveyor block up there. We lose a block of depth. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, if we remove those 2 guns and attach that torpedo corvette to the top, we'd be swapping 2 guns out on the top for what amounts to 8? 10 guns? Not counting the interior turrets plus the ability to railgun fire. So maybe that is not a terrible way to go. It might be a fair trade-off. Anyway, I think we're done here right now. If we could find those Wayland stations, definitely do with getting rid of those. I think we're probably going to forego the torpedo aspect of our Corvette here. So if I turn this off, as you can see, I think we just use the railguns. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything else I can think of while I got this brief moment of time? Actually, I want to pull this stuff and move it to more convenient locations. I need to add another locker in here. Okay. So there we go. We got all the handguns, extra tools in here. The inhibitor, which we don't really need these anymore. I don't know if they can be broken down. Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it for now. We will be back in a little bit and continue working on this. Thinking we might be able to put that thing on the top. It's going to look weird, but not actually too worried about how weird it looks. It will give us a major weapons capability boost. So we'll just have to see. Alright guys, I'll be back in a bit. But until then, I should go.